Hello everyone, Son of Beast here. Welcome to the preseason of the NHL. Since I've already did NHL 23 for the last season as the finish, we are about to prep things up here for the new season as we begin here for a part of it on October of NHL 24 to wrap it up with the next game of the matchups. So, for the new season, we will be returning for the next game as we see the next matchups in between. So at that point, we'll find out what happens for the next part of the matches that they will face against. One of the American teams and one of the Canadian teams. No matter which one it is, there may not be anything to share what we called for. And if you're all looking for me, Phone 4, I am sorry, but he is not here with us today. So he is not going to be returning any longer at that point. So with that being said, I decided to bring a next comedian over. And that's right, because now it is over. The next comedian I have is Terry Crews. Well, he might be seeing what's going on right now, so he'll be on the other side to find out what's going on. And standing by on the other side, the newer contestants I have made. Yep, that's right. I also have it along with here with the DJ Beast, and in the center ice, I have one of it to do it all again. And that will be, of course you know us, of Test Tube. So anyway, it's the preseason in Eastern Conference matchup. We're about to see the Penguins versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. Since we've never done it before, this is the first time that we are doing it for a part as a preseason of the NHL. So at that point, let's get rolling. And now I have Terry Crews on the other side, along with the DJ Beast and the center ice test tube. And the lineups are being here as followed. Let's get into the game at Nationwide Arena for the preseason matchup. Hello everyone, Terry Crews here, and if you're all reported for me, Phone, well, it is me. I am the new comedian here for today. Thanks for tuning us here for the preseason, and let's get rolling. It's the opening part of the face-off here in Nationwide Arena. As we're standing by, I have his DJ Beast Cool, and finally on the other side, in the center ice, I have here his Test Tube. The courtesy lineups of being here as follows. We have his Grutset cell. The other side, we have it across here in the Penguin zone, we have his Crosby. From the other side of the angle, we have his Dumoulin. And Dumoulin have it over across the Letang. Raquel is right on the other side. In the Penguins territory, got a little battle on the Brutal. It's already that close, not even the best thing to go for the call, because everyone knows that. They were really trying to make that one a stop-tick call to try to hit somebody up. Sidney Crosby was running it down. He waited here for so long, and he was been knocking over in between. I've seen it going by, but it looks like the captain will not be able to take it. After a cheering crowd favored to go for the Crosby, and now goes back in to go back into the game. And here we are. Here's Raquel on the other side, right now in the Columbus territory. Guggensalvo having recovered here. Into Raquel. Bernini had it over across now, and Guggensalvo now takes it over. Malkin back over to get the Letang. Over to Raquel. Brings it back to Malkin. Malkin shots, and it scores! First goal in the preseason as Malkin. Had that one an early shot releasement here in the first period. Turned out to go with a 1-0 lead. Without part of it of Sidney Crosby, he never seen that one going. You know that Malkin was going to get that one shot right into it. He turned it over, and it says, hey, let me have a chance. And he had it all. The first part of the game comes in for a 1-0 lead for Pittsburgh Penguins. And now back in the game, we have his Gurwitz. Kudurov's back over to the other end, and Geneva then chopped the puck loose. Pittsburgh back the other way on the other side. Trying to pull out the attacker. Kudurov back to Janier. Janier back over to Marchenko. Marchenko inside! Takes it over with a stop by Tristan Jarry. Goes down. Pulls it over. Now over it again. Grenland does it again. Patterson back the other way. Now over to Petrie. Petrie back over to in Carter. Merzlikins is a starting goaltender. He hasn't recovered. Now gives it over to Berg. Mercerkin hasn't really been seeing how it was going to be happening like that. But it does turn out he was able to do really well at that moment. He did really well to try to keep that one set up here at all time. I've always could definitely tell you that one, he never want to leave it at all. He just got a great start out of it. Here's Grenlin, he's on the back outside. Shoots one in the net. Mercerkin makes a stop out of it. And then right over into the corner now is Petrie. Petrie over to Kulikov. Swings around over to Grenlin. Grenlin shot. Blocked it up here, and Blandenberg will have it recovered here. The Jackets fires the puck across around the net. The Penguins regain their groove. Goes around. Put it up a little bang down, and it goes right the other way. Blankenberg right into the other side of the net. Now face off to Lazovic. Johnson right over into the right side of the wing. Post to Lazovic. Shot! Set stop right here by Joey. Joey's doing really well, trying to keep that one pressure in there as long as he can. He really is showing no mercy of the block. He really had that one all chance. Johnson back over to Lazovic. Lazovic over now into the corner by Lane. Lane goes out of focus. Johnson recovers it, and Jarry with the big stop. Moves back over to Hennon. He goes down. Malkin will try to recover the group here on the offense. Robinson takes the puck over. Pittsburgh recoups the puck now back into Columbus territory. Beakey back over to Robinson with passing 15 minutes to go in the first period. A 1-0 lead has been cut up here for Pittsburgh Penguins. Here's another one on the other side. Finding to give it over to O'Connor. Connor shoot! Urgent ball! Knocked away in through. Oliver tries to give it over to Sillinger. Sillinger fires the puck around the net. Now recovers it by DeMolay. Archibald takes it over. That'll bring the breakdown. Here's O'Connor. Here's Letang. Letang! Backhand stopped by Mercerkins. He's really doing well. You're never going to find him out. How well does he do? You really got a good piece of it to take over from here. On to a big start. 1-0 is the score for Pittsburgh Penguins. We are under 14 minutes to go in the first period. Here's Bayrufer. He will have it over. Pass to Foudy. Foudy right in the middle. Taking a slot. DeMolin trying to grab the puck steal. He gets out over the end of Malkin. Malkin on the other side. Now going over to fling the puck over. Raquel back in again to Gudets now. Snell find an open pass, but it's Felstrom with a steal. Takeaway over in between the offense. It's not going to be happening like that. I know it wasn't that tough, but no call on defense. Here's Letang right over again to Raquel. Raquel can't even hold on. Felstrom scores! That first goal puts it in. Ties up by 1. It's good to keep an eye on here for the first goal. He had that one right away. When he had that open angle with the target, he had it right around it. Felstrom and Foudy didn't have that one all to go with that one, but he got a great look to try to put the stop on it between. He got a great one to put it in between the inbound. The tie score's been changed up. Here's Archibald right down over to Bonino. Bonino over to Petrie. Here's Archibald right into the corner, and now goes back to Petrie, picking a puck move. Slides it over. Puck deflected. Archibald takes it over. Nobody to find open enough. Johnson has it over again to Lazovic. Lazovic finds lane, and it's a stop made by Jarry. Archibald takes it over. The offensive side now picks it over to Bonino. Bonino trying to handle over. Goes back to Friedman. Friedman on a big shot. Stopped by Meselkin. Columbus back to the offensive zone. Takes it over with the puck away here, and Archibald back again to Kovalkov. Friedman back to the outside. Tries to make a diagonal move and a pass cross against the Archibald. Good pass here for Pittsburgh. Back and forth into the offense zone to pick up a avoided double man. Brolikov bullied inbound bound by Merzelkins. He's already been bullying it inbound. He never seen that one going. He's got a great look. Our teams are set, ready to take the face-off. Still a tie game in the score with only coming down to a midway mark. Takes it over. Malkin! Oh, Merzelkins got a great save here at this point. Turning it on, and he does it again. And Columbus wins the face-off. Here's Sillinger. Olivier has it over now in the passing to the offense zone in Pittsburgh territory. Can't find an open man. Man advantage in the offense is not going to be able to happen. They really are trying to show it off. They really want it. They can't be left alone if they wanted to do it again. DeMolin. He moves it over to Raquel. Finds it inside. Going out with a wide shot, and it goes right toward the wall. Sillinger recovers it. 9 minutes to go in the first period. It's still tied up. Looking for a lead to take it over in the first period. Recoups the puck. Raquel. Grits now. Backhand is blocked. Let's hang over again. Move in the middle. Almost went in. That could have made the save out there right around the net. He's really happy, you know. He wants that shot, but he got denied on it. Robinson denies the shot. When Robinson was doing it really well, he was just going to have to try to make that one there clear. He got it all with that. Icing's whistle here on Columbus Blue Jackets with only 8:08 to go in the first period. Centers are glided in, ready for the face-off. It's still tie game. Sillinger wins the face-off. Jackets are on its way back to the Penguins territory. The Penguins have the puck here, now back to Grenlin. Grenlin went down in bound trouble. Carter back to the other side. Looks it over. And no penalty, and there's the penalty called on Pittsburgh. And the Blue Jackets are going to get a power play to get a lead. That's not what you really wanted, because that really does happen at all. He made that one a hook, and Heenan is in the penalty box. You're going to have to give that one and regret to pay the fine. We are all in now. Johnny Gaudreau has a puck on a string to try to leave it up the gap. When he has that power play inbounding, he can try to leave it all. Sidney Crosby is one of the biggest men here in a captain of the main person to go right from its towards it. Even though he's injured, the beauty backhand does have it all. He can try to pick up a beauty on a save and try to take him bounding to go with the flow. These are one of the twos I'll be watching on Johnny Gaudreau to give out when a puck on string to go from a center. Guys, back to you. Forward looks back over it again to Marchenko. He's right down and inside in Pittsburgh territory. Take it away. Letay regroups it. Wants to keep the puck out of sight. Morzokans over again to Lane. 50 seconds in the power play and 6:12 to go in the first period. Moves to Kudera, and Kudera didn't have the right moment to do the puck on string. They're battling for help. They're all are going to say that one here. They're going to need to keep on going. They cannot give up. Moves it quickly over to Kudera. Kudera back over the end. Junior! Pulled it up by Jari. Jari's going to hold it with a puck on a string. And right down there, we have 5:41 to go. Players are ready to take the inbounding with a face-off look. It's still a tie game. Now with the win, here's Pelstrom. Can't get enough. Looks like he's almost out there ready to go. Archibald in the middle. Slapped it in and scores his first goal. I have nothing to receive. How do you know that Archibald gets that one a shot? He got it right in it. The slapper, he makes that one committed. He got it all. It's Kulikov that doesn't have it all. The moment it doesn't really notice it. When he beats it right towards the power play, he really wants to give that one a good look. His opportunity range does have it all to keep it from here. I'll be watching. One of the Pittsburgh Penguins can try to keep it over without Sidney Crosby. Freeman on the outside, fires the shot, and it's stopped again by Mercer. Here's Gutsetzel. Looks back to Freeman. Freeman to Raquel. Gives it off to Gutsetzel. Still shot. Mercer gloves up in the save. He's really putting it up and over on the net. You're never going to know what's going to happen. Gutsetzel shot. Oh, he just didn't have the right moment to go right into the net. Take it out of here from Mercer Kings. Star of the show, the favorites already turning. Word up. 4 minutes remaining in the first period, and Carter back the other way. Trying to give it up to Gutsetzel. With a new line change. Lane has it recovered here into the Columbus territory. Now into Pittsburgh. Lane recovers the puck. Kulikov! Oh, sorry! Whoa, my! Had that huge save kept there that quick. Saved it up again. Patry takes it over. Takes a big hit. Nobody can't get over it. Kulikov takes it over. The puck clears out. 3 minutes remaining in the first period. Now Bronson to Robinson. Trying to move it over. Clogged it out of here, and Pettersson. Back over to get to Keenan. Keenan to Granlund. Fires the puck around the net. Carter recovers the puck here. Now over again to Granlund. Give it over to Petry. Looks it over to Heenan. Heenan can't get enough to go. The Blue Jackets are back the other way. Robinson on it. Pinky. Back over to get a Sillinger. Robinson back over into the corner. Finds Olivier. Moves around. Stopped again by Jari. Moves it over again. That's a big save. Pulling it over, and you're never going to make that one win if you wanted to go keep going. Robinson right over and again. Olivier. Shot and stopped again by the goaltender. Monino over to Archibald. Archibald on its way down. Passes across. O'Connor shot. Merzlikins making another save. Patterson to Letang. Letang shot. Merzlikins with the save. We'll have to hold it in between, nearing 1 minute to go in the first period. Officials are getting set here, ready to take the open ice. It's a 2-1 game, Pittsburgh. Last minute is down and ready to go. Bonino can't get it to go. Letang back to Demolin. He goes back to Letang. Shoots! The fires and stopped by Gudmundsson. Archibald back the other way, now down towards the Demolin. Demolin to Letang. Letang shot. That's off again here on Merzlikins. He gives it off to Marchenko. Marchenko went down. Letang back the other way. Demolin rolls it over to Bonino. 10 seconds to go in that first period. Needs a something big here. And Byrne got it all. Kudera will not have the time here. And that will end the first period of the game. A lot of battle takes in the preseason, but we will find out who will take the next goal. You're watching NHL Preseason on EA Sports. We'll be right back after this. And we are ready. The second period is about to start. And we are off into it again. For the first period, it was the toughest on the call. What does you say there, DJ Beast? Oh, it's my suggestion is I was going to make that one a good call. The moment it was not really that happy. Because of this one, it was really that tough. And let me tell you, they're nothing but a lot of hard working in between. I gotta say, it was going to be the toughest on the range. But surprisingly enough here for the Pittsburgh Penguins, they lost Sidney Crosby right now at a rangy moment. They were really tough enough to get over this. I can't believe it, but this is very tough to try to get back into the game. Malkin shot! Oh, Mercer Kid made that one a good save. Jenner back the other way. Columbus will have their own time to make the advantage. Hurry! Jari save. Mullen right over it again, now facing the puck. Goes out of a net. And icing will be whistled here on Pittsburgh Penguins. With 18:22 to go, it's still a 2-1 lead. Now back to the action. Now for the win. Here's Gudbranson. Shoots! Stop again by Jari. Jari finding over now to Raquel after Letang's pass. Malkin back to the corner. Letang in the middle on the outside. Ranging back to Letang. Letang shot. Fires it. Sniped out. Mullen gives it back to Gucic now. Trying to put a hook on it from Vazovic. Now gives off to Bernie. Gucic now giving over to Raquel. Still trying to figure it out to get right back into this game. Pass to Letang. Letang shot. Take the rebound and stopped over by Merzlikins. Gudbranson back to Johnson. The Jackets are back into the offense now in the other side. Pittsburgh back to the other way to go. Off again and Malkin. Looks it over. Johnson can't get it to go. Letang over now to the Mullen. The Mullen back over to Letang and he went offside. Just about 16:32 to go in the second period. Still a lot of score to maintain. Penguins are up for the lead here. Still a 2-1 score. And now they have the win in the face-off. Patry giving it off to Hainan. Battling for the loose puck. Now recovers over to the Blue Jackets. Pass to Janier. Janier right into the center slot. Hainan take it over. Cranlund has the puck here now in the offensive zone, trying to keep it out from the sight. Shoots it from the net. Takes it back, giving a bin bounding, and go with a save on another run. He didn't really hesitate at that point, but you can always say they could just keep it trying to do it again. No questions already asked. They were really showing it off to a lot of moment. Here's Pettersson back to again to Petry. Petry shot. It's another huge save by Merzlikins. And give it back to Gudbranson. Jenner into the center of his zone. On a big move, Barsenko. No stopping here. A big save again by Jari. Here's another big on a cloak slot call. Passes to Petry, now finds Pettersson. Pettersson back to Petry. Petry shot. Oh man, he had that one whipped out. And a penalty calls for Pittsburgh on a tripping.
Not even a player call, you gotta know that. Because Nick Bonino didn't really see what was gonna happen. And I know this is not gonna happen that much. You don't want to think about here.
They're back on a power play run. Merzlikins and Jari are the top ones to the ranging and the goaltenders. The fight of the battle has it all inboundable. Not always encountered. What they can try to do is to try to take down and slam it up.
They always make the take out there. I mean, they're really not trying to make that one impressive on the run. I never seen anything like this because this was the toughest range that everyone does. I gotta make a commitment out of it. They really done it again.
Russ fires the puck here around the net. O'Connor recovers the puck. To the offense side, Russ, you can't make it a go. O'Connor, diagonal over. Johnson takes it over with a save. Sillinger, ball fix back over the lane. With 1 minute remaining in the power play run advantage. Vazovic off the puck it goes. Flings it out of gear back into Columbus territory. Bovis back over to Lazovic. And Sillinger has it out. In the cover behind, now into every other side. Dumoulin gives off to Rust. Rust fires the puck around the net. Looks to O'Connor. Sillinger back to Johnson. And now they're back in to do this one again.
He's almost ready to get out there on ice.
Johnson fires across, good it up by Shari. And Shari has another huge stop.
Making advantage out there, nothing but you're going to make that call. He's already got a good string.
Still down to under 12:30 to go. The power play is over. The even strengths are back in again. Here's Gudbranson. Pass to Panay. Bernie. Kuchitz now gets the puck in a rip out. Raquel back the other way. Trying to move the break ankle. Shoots, scores! Raquel had an amazing slap shot goal. And now extension. Up for a 3-1 lead.
Look at the way he's looking. When he fires that shot, he doesn't have it all and make that one resisting. I gotta make that one commitment out of you. They're really under pressure. Take a look. Raquel's got a good one to take over here from down the angle. The rally at this point advantage, now was easy. Raquel back the other way, and now Gutsets now will have a deal. And the pass is broken up. Marensenko, and now over again to Petrie. Petrie trying to look for some more room, and now it's Gudbranson back over to Jenner. Marensenko. Kudera recovers the puck. Raquel trying to give it over out of here with the range on sight. Merzlikins will have it over now to Bernie. Marchenko. Pass in the neutral zone. Find a Kudera. Stop again. Oh, Jerry. What a big moment. Carter trying to face it over now back to Raquel. Raquel's shot. It's another beach save here by Merzlikins. He really had that one in that call. You got to give that one a good faith.
Kolakov to Carter. He want to give it up, and he wants to try things over again.
He's going to have to make that one a new switch because, you know, he's never going to have to try to, like, leave it alone.
Here's Carter back here away. Now finds Kolakov. Fires it deep. Almost went out of the net, and a save by Merzlikins. Freeman goes over to Raquel. Raquel lost the puck, and now Bernie will have it over to Gudera. Gudera, 2-on-1, score! And back in now. Johnny Gudera with the first goal of the night. It all comes down because Johnny Gudera has it all uncovered inboundable. He made that one playable stop. When he had it right around Jari, he had that one a great goal to take it over the advantage. He never really wanted to give up. He just made that one clear and did it all by himself. He doesn't need anyone else to try to go right from here. He knows it all. I'll be trying to watch him here to keep an eyes on. Back to you guys. 9-10 remaining in the second period. It is a 3-2 game, and they're coming back down by 1. A lot of percentage in between for the Penguins and for the Jackets. Now for the win. Here's Pecky. He finds it over to Foudy. Foudy fires across here, right back toward around the net. DeMolin takes it over right into the offensive zone, finding over O'Connor. On a one-on-one attack. Try to take the pass. Archibald's a save made by Merzlikins. Archibald gives it over to DeMolin. Now gives off to Letang. Letang shot. Merzlikins carves the stop and will get ready for another face-off with only 8:24 to go. You seem right. It's because what Merzlikins does it all. And because the Stinger's watching, you got to always make the commitment on that one, and it's a word you take it from here. You never want to get away with that. Passes over to Robinson. Robinson back over it again, now finds DeMolin. DeMolin. Pass is broken up. Fake find Robinson. Finds Sillinger. Can't get enough to go. DeMolin passes over to Rust. Rust passes across to Zucker. Zucker passes to Malkin. Looks it over. Zucker recovers the puck. Pedersen trying to give it over to puck around. Race towards the outside right now is Malkin. Looks to Rust. Trying to make a group here on offense. They need a lot of changes up here because there is a lot more to make a standard out of it.
They sure do. We've always got to make that one go bigger and stronger. We've got to make this one commitment.
Back behind the net. Blankenberg. Trying to find a big help. And Heenan will have it over. Heenan, and a penalty's been called by Columbus Blue Jackets.
Not a tough one's out there. You never want to make that one mistakable because that will take your offensive bound to stay out.
Penalty's been calling here for Cole Singer. And right now he's in the penalty box. Power play's coming up for the Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh ready to take the power play advantage. It's a 3-2 game. He wins the draw. Bernie will kick the puck and go back towards the Penguin zone. Here on the other side right now, he will give it off again to Carter. Carter passes over to Kuchitz now. Back into the offense zone. Carter shot! Good block here by the defensive player. Letang will have the puck here right in the offensive zone, and now we'll give it off over again to Malkin. Malkin over to Kuchitz now. Moves it over again to Carter. Carter takes it over. Passes. Broke it up. Bowdy brings it back. Carter trying to move it over into the offensive zone to pick up the speed. Now finds Raquel. Raquel into the offensive zone, now into the territory. Out of reach. And that one will go over and out of play. If you're ready for the next one, this next preseason game will be in the West Coast to find out what the next matchup will be. This one will turn to be a 1-by-1 in between the range of the site. And we all turned out to find out who will be the next one to keep an eyes on. This will be a tough one to consider. In between the Stars and Dallas. And the other team on the other range will be another one to take from here of Nashville Predators. Zucker brings it back to Russ. Russ moves over. Heinen will take the puck. Time is running out for the power play.
He's almost ready to go right now.
Rebounded again. Patrick's shot blocked. And that will be the end for the Pittsburgh power play.
This advantage has been turning out to be very tough on the call. You never know. I've never seen anything like that. Because that playable is a tough one to keep things out of here.
Anderson will be finding another way to get back into the offensive zone. And he now sends it over to Russ. Russ finding its way down toward again to Bonino. Bonino over to Zucker. He goes over to DeMullen. Deep shot. Taken away from Merzelkins with 3:25 remaining. Bernie right back to the offensive side. Looks to Johnson. Now finds Lane. Toward the offensive zone. Fires and scores! Patrick Lane taking a deck, and it's a tie game.
If there is no mindful how well you have to do, you've got to make a commitment here. He's all improvement like he does.
Tie this game up. It's now threes. Wow. Bangled down. Looks finding Bonino. Bonino into the offensive zone. Spins around. Looks it over. Merzelkin with the stop. Gabronson right over now finding Johnson. 2:30 to go in the second period, and this one turns back to DeMullen. He now gives it over to Bonino. Bonino to O'Connor. Now finds Archibald. Oh, wow! That's a big smash down.
The Wrestler move, you've always got to make that one experience. That payback is pulling up big.
Here's Bonino back the other way, and the puck goes out. Columbus back to the offensive zone, and now Kuderov will take it over. Puck can't get it in to go as Blankenberg will have it recovered out. Right towards the net. Merzelkins will have to cover the puck up with under a minute and a half to go. 90 seconds remaining in the second period, still tied up. It's still a close call, and their centers are ready to get the puck dropping. Now Blue Jackets are back in control. Battling for the loose puck. Langenberg will have to try to keep it out of here. Looks back to Peak. Peak finds over Marchenko. Last minute remaining in the second period, and now it comes over again. Malkin can't get it to go. Marchenko back to Kudera. Kudera in control. Stopped again by Jari. He's already been pulling up in the move. Raquel pass. Missed out wide. Jenner right into the offensive zone. Bopis in the neutral zone is Marchenko. 15 seconds remaining in the second period. Last seconds to go. Malkin trying to get over back into the offensive zone. Freeman back here to the outside. Kolikov to beat it. No, and he doesn't make it. That ends the second period. It's a tie game. 3-3. The next goal will be in when we come back after this message. This is the final period of the game of the preseason matchup. We hope you all enjoyed the part of the game night, and we're ready to kick back in for the final period. Oh, he almost made that one a goal to try to break it up, but it still keeps it out. I never seen how well is this going to happen like that. Wow. He really did turn out like he did. Yeah, of course he did. If it was a fair goal, then he would have to lead. Exactly what you always set the count for. I never seen him with this. Who checks now? Gudbranson will have the puck in the bounding range. Back to Jenner. Jenner in the offensive zone. Blocked it up with the pass. Now finds Raquel. Who gets now? Right over it again to Red Letang. Blue Jackets are in control as Kuderov gives it off to Jenner. Recovers and goes offside. For a new episode of the Anime Insanity Invitational on MePhone site. As he will not be here for a part of the commentating, but he will be sharing it off. So if you're on Animation Epic and you have always subscribed, we have new episodes coming in. After the exit interview here of Candle, then we're back to do it again on number 15. That will be happening here on October. Stay tuned for the new announcement as we will have that trailer sneak peek look. And we will get back into this one for the game. I hope you all enjoyed your summer break. And we are back for more. And the regular season will start in December. Here's Petrie with the puck. No penalty call on Columbus Blue Jackets. Harrison blocked it up by Lane. Lane passes to Brozovich. Brozovich recovers the puck here, now in the offensive zone. Fires around the net. Looks it over to Archibald. Now gave off to Carter. He fires around the net. O'Connor moves it inside. Stopped again by Gudbranson. Bernie back again to Sillinger. Sillinger to Lane. Lane on the other side goes down and now goes it over again to O'Connor. Swip up and a miss out there. You can't be losing it. You don't want to make that one too much complicated. Carter's shot and his backhand shot went wide. You don't want to get that one off target out there. You got to make that one committed. Merzlikins will try to stop the play inbounding for just only 16-11 to go. It is still a tie game. No score change yet. Moves it over, and now Peaky will have it out. Here's Blankenberg. Olivier right into the offensive side, now into their defensive territory to offensive territory. Robinson can't get it to go. Battle for the loose puck of the chain, and now Kolikov will have it out. Punch Sillinger! Jerry, my goodness, he had a huge, wonderful save on the inbound. This inbound is never going to be happening like that. Oh yeah. Freeman over to Kolikov. He now gives out to Freeman now again to Archibald. Archibald went down, and it's Robinson with the puck. Blankenberg will have it out in the neutral faceoff zone. Trying to stop the pass, but Kolikov recovers it. Kuznets now back over to Benino. The Penguins are back on the offensive side of the zone. Kuznets now. Puck went out, and offside has been whistled. We do have a report here for Sidney Crosby, as right now test tube stands by. Thanks guys, I was able to try to announce here how Sidney Crosby has done. Because of his first period was turning to be a lot of a slow angle on the start. He had no aggressive to try to find out what happens though. He went from bangling hard and he went right toward the board. But his medical attention was saying that he will not be able to return here as for right now for the preseason. But he will be returning here for the regular season on the start. Thank you guys for so much for the update. Now we can get back into this one and find out what happens now with the Penguins and the Jackets. The tank shot, stomping away here, and Malkin trying to battle it out with a puck recovery.
Never seen how this one goes. He's going to lick that one a lot tougher.
Shoots and fires it across, and Malkin, oh my goodness. Merzelkin making a big save. Malkin shoots, stopped again. Markinsenko with a huge stop. Jenner back to good row. Now finds Marchenko. Marchenko in the zone. Demolin with the block. Zucker will have it across here, right down the offensive side. Russ gives back to Zucker. Shoots a shot. That's stopped again by Merzelkins. Jenner will have it recovered here in the offensive zone, and now will try to pick up a swing. Demolin over again. Russ try to fight for the puck bound. Russ stuck in the battle. Here's Demolin. We'll have it over again to Russ. Russ try to swing it over. Now Petrie has it in control. Demolin will have the puck here as the puck goes winding over into the neutral zone. The offense still having trouble here. Russ finds Demolin. Demolin to Petrie. Petrie shot, score! And the deflection goes to Carter. Got that one a great deflection in and get that lead up and ahead.
You really never seen what was going to happen. Jeff Carter just really kicked it off. He was right down here. Got a great deflection right passing towards the goaltender. He got that one a blind side, but not this time. The Penguins are back up again.
And now the lead has been taking over. It's a 4-3 game. 11:27 to go in the third. Here's Pettersson. Pettersson trying to move it over. One-timers! What a stop made! The puck goes over the net and we are out of play. 11:15 remaining. Still having a lot of time for Columbus to try to get the win. They already have lost 2 games in the last previous seasons from the Devils and for the Detroit Red Wings. Here's another one to go back in. Carter trying to fix it around. Battle for the takedown, and now it's Foudy. Gives it back to Bemstrom. Bemstrom knocks it out of here as Hayden will have it recovered. The other side right now in the offense. Here's Carter. Pettersson will give it over with the offense look. Now Foudy will have it recovered out. Swings it up and around the net. Pittsburgh Penguins are back into the offensive zone to pick up another strike. Carter on his way down to the offensive zone and makes that with a big stop moment. Got a little ping out and Pettersson back the other way past the midway mark of the period. Here's Bemstrom. Freeman will have it recovered out. Moves around the net. Bonito. Backhand shot. Merzelkin with the save.
He's already been bounding out there, but you never know what he was going to be doing.
He turned out very hard. And this is a very tough one that nobody has ever seen. That is definitely good. That good? Nobody has it all. Here's Freeman. Shoots! Left save by Merzelkin with 9:30 to go. This one is right down to the alley. With only 9:30 to go, it is a 4-3 game. Bernie passes back to Gubbertson. Gubbertson finds lane. 9:20 to go in the third period. Now moves it over, back over it again. Makes it Pinkwood. In the offensive zone is Freeman. Now O'Connor will have it over the offensive side to pick up the run. Bernie has it across. And a delay penalty has been called, as right now the Columbus Blue Jackets have 2 penalties to give out. Josh Archibald is now in the penalty zone. And the power play is on for the Blue Jackets. Let's go down to Son and Peace as he stands by. Alright, Terry, thanks. As we always talked about here for Sidney Crosby, he has already been injured here for the part of the first period. It was 50 seconds of the game. But he has already been knocking out for one of his major careers as he's already been playing in this game. His puck skills is turning to be a playmaker. His first draft was turning to be since in 2005 was the first pick. And that was a part of it that he has it all in between. This part of the game, guys, he has it all in control. But at this point, he'll be back here for the regular season. And stay tuned to everyone for the viewers. The new season will begin on December 9th of the NHL 24. So that will be 2 months ahead for the end of the year. Back to you, Terry. We come down right now here for only just under 9 minutes to remain. As right now the power play is on for the Columbus Blue Jackets. As we all now know, this was a tough matchup and we have always ever get to experience it of how much will they do. Just playing this one is inboundable. I've seen a lot of them making the attacks out there. They really are that tough. But the part of the team never really want to face it on. They've got a lot of them in the moment. They're trying to make that one help. Here's Pedersen right down towards the other side and now makes it over, and Sillinger will have it across here in the backhand of the path. Martino recovers the puck now behind Pedersen. Fires away. That's off the mark. Lane back over again to Lazovic, and now Sillinger back the other way with the power play with 1 minute to go. Letang try to get back into this one. Now finds over again. Lazovic to Lane. Back to Povix. Looks it over to Johnson. Finds back to Lane. Pass across here. Not a good stop by Pedersen. Took it over with the big one here. They're really never seen what's going on like that. That's sure-handed. Blocked away. Nice recover. And he said, no shot for you. My turn now. Oh boy, and you never really want to make that one too much. Carter fires it out. Looks like he's almost ready to go right now. Bovis goes down. Johnson gives it out to Lazovic, and now the power play's over for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Still on the even scored range. No score updated. Score! Lazovic. It's tied by 4. Now a little mistake out there and not really turning out to be that good. He's all at it now. Lazovic, it takes out the water bottle and had that one saved out there. This is what happens. When Lazovic had that one right away, he got to get the commitment to do it again. He never seen that anybody else does and try to stick it out. He did it all when he can. I'll be keeping eyes here on Lazovic, and we'll find out what happens to the next one. Back to you. West goes down, and Gubbertson will have it over to back again to Gooderud. Gooderud to Jenner. Shot saved by Jari. 5:50 remaining, and Gubbertson backs to Jenner. Blocked it 2 shots away. Pittsburgh Penguins are on the other side now on the attack. Looks over. That pass doesn't go. Looks down to Demolin. Demolin to Freeman. Freeman fires it. Stopped again by Merzelkins. Marchenko will have it now. Fired across. The Penguins will gain the group here, and Raquel have it over down to Zucker. Zucker went down. That's going to leave a mark, and now Zucker will try to give it over. Bring it down behind the net. Gooderud now finds Jenner. Jenner right into the right side of the wing. Looking in front. That's stopped again. Raquel back the other way. Fires across, now finds Kuchetsnau. Kuchetsnau passes to Demolin. The Mullen pass to Freeman. Freeman in his zone. Backhand stop made by Merzelkins. Still looking to be out there behind. He never really wanted to get away with it. Raquel back again to Freeman. Freeman to Raquel. Raquel's shot. It's blocked. Under 4 minutes remaining in the third period. Looks it over. Trying to get a move to make the lead. Gloved it up. What a stop by Jari. Made another huge move. It's all what you can't do, because whenever Jari has it all, you've got to make a commence out of it. He does it all when he can. The Blue Jackets are back into Pittsburgh territory. Poked it away, no penalty. Great shot! What a move on a hip shot. Had that one for Jari to keep it alive. Still looking over it. He's got to make that one convince out of it. And they have an answer call. What is your take, Testu? I have a feeling for Johnny Gudera. He had that one a great moment to take the puck on the string. He had that one an excellent motion. His driving ability does turn out as all he can do with the flow. But nothing for Sidney Crosby. Has it all down here with arrangement. And for again on the other side of Markel, he never had it all. I'll be watching here how well he does. Back to you. O'Connor back the other way, now finds Bonita. Bonita to Pedersen, now finding over down to Petrie. Recovers it across to Archibald. Now Pedersen over again. Shoots and fires, saved by Merzelkins. He will have that timing out with only 2:07 remaining in the third period. It's still a tie game, looking for an extra lead to take it over. The Columbus Blue Jackets wins the faceoff. Try to keep it out. Pecky finds over to Sillinger. Olivier right into the offensive side. He gives off to Pecky. Now it's Robinson. Granlund recovers the puck here, now into the offensive zone on the Columbus Blue Jacket territory. Oh, make it away! Nobody's going to carry out, and a save by Merzelkins. Now find Freeman. Freeman down towards the right side. Now goes over to Kolikov. Nearing the final minute in the third period. Lot of passing motion here for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and now 1 minute has come down to an end. Moves back. Carter trying to give it off to Kolikov. Makes a move back to Freeman, and he finds Hannon. Shoots the net. A bad stop made by Merzelkins. Hannon over it again to Freeman, now into the other side. Shoots it up. Blocked it away. Hannon trying to keep in motion out of the range. They still keeps him passing around. Now Carter moves over to Granlund. Granlund shot. Denied it on a shot pass. Now it's Columbus's turn to try to keep it over. Try to make a motion out of it. Plays Robinson. Way out of the mark. It would have been an end game, but it's knocked away. Not even an easy call. Here's Russ to win it. Oh, he got that big stop out of here. Freeman shot. Merzelkins with a save with only 4.4 seconds in the third. And now we are coming down to the end to get ready for overtime. Oh yeah, overtime is going to be the next one to be on here. I'm thinking this one's going to be the first one in the preseason. So that ends the regulation period. Overtime is next. Be right back after this. It's overtime. The first preseason of the NHL. And off we go. Hope you all enjoyed this one, but it's now time to find out who the next winner could be. A tough competition is out there. Nobody has ever seen how well they did. They sure do. Always going to make that one maintainable, but they really been showing it off like they always did. And now, here's on the other side, Gucets now have it out in front. We'll try to regroup it here. Malkin. Recovery back to Gucets. Now to the Tang. Block the shot. Here's Pate. Right toward the offensive zone, back into the corner. Bangs it up across the wall. Pate Johnson, blocked away. And here comes the attacker. Gutex now. The pass. Can't find an open man. The tank shot. Blocked away. Engineer will have it back. Lane in across here in the offensive zone and now picking up the stain. Letang, no penalty call here on Pittsburgh. They still don't want to get that one up again. They really can't believe in what they're going to do. Pass has almost been broken up. Now Lane will have it across the other side. Schenner moving it over to Cross. In the open slot. Stopped by Chari. Oh my. And Carter will have the fast on wheels. He's off in a race to win it. Scores! That ends the first game of the night. The Penguins take out the Blue Jackets.
It's when nobody does. You always got to word it up, and you got to make that one win because Carter knows it all. Blow out the Blue Jackets.
That fast wheel, Jeff Carter, an unbelievable stop. Without Sidney Crosby, he makes that one a dream come in alive. With that being said, Terry Crews, along with my broadcasting of a partner, DJ Beast, and the center ice of Test Tube. This has been a presentation of the preseason of the NHL 24. Now time for the post-game show as Centerpiece stands by. Thank you and have a great night. Alright Terry, thank you so much. And now this one comes into the 3-star players. The 3rd star goes out to Jack Lazlovich with a goal and 4 hits. He only made that one reboundable and took it over by Sidney Crosby of Jari's side to knock the bottle out. The 2nd star goes to Rickard Rakell. A goal, assist, and hit. Only does turn out when he had the right move and slam it across. And your 1st star, the overtime winner goes to Jeff Carter. 2 goals and a hit. That turned to be a fast break, but this is what happens. Get in the net and you got it all. Here is the total combinations in between. 48 shots on goal for Pittsburgh and 33 for Columbus Blue Jackets. 19 hits for the Jackets over 12. 13 dirty time on attack for Pittsburgh over Columbus. 82 passing percentage for Pittsburgh and 93% for the Columbus of the Blue Jackets. 30 over 9 for Columbus Blue Jackets, and a penalty kill was 6 minutes for Pittsburgh. No power play goals are made, and it's only the power play minute that happened here. So anyway, that ends up with the first preseason game, but we're not done yet. We have a lot more to go for. And that is right, the next game matchup, we have it across here on the other side, for as the first day, here and on the other side, as we see the Dallas Stars facing against the other team of the Nashville Predators at Bridgestone Arena. And then after that, we get into day number 2 for the last and final preseason of the game. We're going for 4 games, that's right, because we are going to make this one change out to make the best out of it. And the other team that will happen here will be the Devils facing against the Buffalo Sabres at KeyBank Center. And the other side of the Western Conference, we have it all, as we will be seeing the Canadian matchups of the Vancouver Canucks and the Calgary Flames at Scotiabank Saddledome. This is Son of Beast thanking you for watching, and peace out everybody for a while as the NHL Preseason 24 dial. See you all next time. Have a great night in Columbus.
If you don't, somebody